With the release just around the corner, it's the perfect time to recap the first major story DLC for Frontiers of Pandora, From the Ashes. A devastating betrayal leaves the warrior Solek for dead and his Sarentu family scattered. This isn't just another chapter. It's a story of fire and vengeance that promises to change everything. There's a lot to remember about this expansion, so we're going to break it all down. Let's get into it. Set to launch on December 19th, 2025, the exact same day as the Avatar Fire and Ash film, this DLC will plunge us into a much darker, more personal conflict. Solek, a warrior many of you will recognize from the main game, had finally found a home with the Sarentu, only to have it all ripped away. Following an ambush, his family is missing, and in their place is a terrifying new alliance. The last remnants of the RDA have joined forces with a ruthless fire-wielding Na'vi tribe, known only as the Ash Clan. To understand why this is such a big deal, you have to remember who Solek is to this story. He's a hardened warrior, often distant, and his trust is hard-earned. His past was scarred by the RDA's initial invasion, which cost him most of his original clan. For years, he was a lone wanderer, driven purely by revenge against the Sky People. Finding the Sarentu gave him a flicker of peace and a family to protect. The From the Ashes DLC rips that away, forcing him back onto his path of vengeance. But this time, the stakes are so much higher. His journey becomes a dual mission: find his scattered Sarentu family and make the RDA and their new allies pay. And let's talk about those new allies. The Ash Clan are not like any Na'vi we have encountered before. They are a fire-worshipping tribe that sees the RDA not as invaders, but as an opportunity. The developers at Massive Entertainment are using this DLC to mirror the themes of the upcoming Avatar Fire and Ash movie, which will also introduce this aggressive Na'vi tribe. This isn't just a case of somehow the RDA returned. This is a calculated, desperate move by the RDA to ally with a force of nature they can barely control. They found Na'vi who are willing to burn Pandora to suit their own needs. The story is set in a ravaged, occupied version of the Kingla Forest, including a brand new area to explore. This isn't the lush Pandora we know. It's a scorched, hostile landscape engulfed in flame, a direct reflection of the Ash Clan's destructive ideology. This is the backdrop for Solek's personal war. Perhaps the single biggest change coming with From the Ashes is something fans have been asking for since the base game launched: a third-person camera option. As a reminder, a free update on December 5th will bring this feature to all players for the base game, but the From the Ashes expansion is built with this new perspective in mind. This is a fundamental shift in how you will experience Pandora, exploring the western frontier, climbing the highest peaks, and soaring through the skies will all feel completely new from an over-the-shoulder view. It's a thrilling new way to take in the breathtaking scale of the world. This new perspective is also tied to a completely revamped combat system designed around Solek's identity as a warrior. The developers have emphasized that this expansion delivers more visceral, tactical gameplay. You'll have the choice to approach any situation with stealth, using the scorched environment to pick off enemies, or you can go for direct, brutal confrontation. The combat mechanics have been enhanced to give Solek a unique feel, setting him apart from the protagonist of the main game. This is about embodying a warrior who has been fighting his entire life, and the gameplay is set to reflect that. And you can't talk about Frontiers of Pandora without talking about the Ikran. From the Ashes is bringing significant improvements to Banshee mechanics, with enhanced controls and responsiveness that will make flying feel more fluid and intuitive than ever before. To celebrate this, a special pre-order bonus, the Floating Mountains bonus content, will be available. This bonus gives you 3 distinct color patterns for your Banshee, inspired by the iconic Valley of Moara. It's a great way to personalize your companion as you take to the skies. The From the Ashes expansion doesn't just add a new story, it adds a whole new part of the world to explore. But this isn't the pristine wilderness you might be expecting. The influence of the Ash Clan and the RDA have turned this region into a land of fire and ruin. The environment itself tells a story of conflict and destruction, which should really reinforce the dark themes of Solek's quest. It's crucial to understand just how deeply connected this expansion is to the wider Avatar universe. The release date of December 19th is a deliberate and brilliant move by Ubisoft and Lightstorm Entertainment. They have worked hand in hand to ensure that the game and the film Avatar Fire and Ash create a single, cohesive, and interconnected narrative experience. The Ash Clan is the central antagonist in both the movie and this DLC. This gives fans an unprecedented opportunity to see this aggressive new Na'vi culture from two different yet complementary angles. The game will allow us to experience their destructive power firsthand, through the raw, emotional lens of Solek's quest for vengeance. Meanwhile, the film will likely expand on their origins, their leadership under the new character Varen, and their place in the broader global conflict on Pandora. This deep integration of lore is exactly what fans of this universe crave. It makes the world feel more alive, more dynamic, and it dramatically raises the stakes for the entire franchise. So, if you're ready to dive back into Pandora and help Solek on his quest for retribution, here are the essential details you need to know. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora From the Ashes launches on December 19th, 2025. It will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC through Steam, the Epic Games Store, and Ubisoft Connect. For those of you who subscribe to Ubisoft Plus, the expansion will be available on day one at no extra charge. For everyone else, the expansion will be available as a standalone digital purchase for $24.99. But please remember, you must own the base game to play it. If you're completely new to Pandora, Ubisoft is also releasing the From the Ashes edition, which conveniently bundles the base game and this new expansion together. And one last reminder, pre-ordering the standalone expansion or purchasing the new From the Ashes edition will grant you that awesome Floating Mountains bonus content with the 3 unique Banshee color patterns. The From the Ashes expansion is shaping up to be an absolutely essential expansion for any fan of Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. This isn't just more content for the sake of more content. It's a darker, more mature, and deeply personal story that dares to show a side of the Na'vi we've never seen before. We're getting a gripping story of a warrior's grief and rage, a terrifying new threat in the form of the Ash Clan, and a whole new way to experience the game with the long-awaited and highly requested third-person mode. The incredible synergy with the Avatar Fire and Ash film elevates this from a simple DLC to a major world event for anyone invested in the lore from this incredible universe. The only real question that remains is, will Solek find redemption by reuniting his found family, or will his all-consuming quest for vengeance finally burn him to ashes? We will all find out together on December 19th. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for this reminder. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments section below. The shift to a third-person perspective is a massive deal. Are you excited to experience Pandora from a new angle, or are you a first-person purist? Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel with your notifications turned on so you're not missing out on any future videos like this one. And until next time, I will talk to you guys in the next video.